Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cleburne. I feel very blessed to have you with me today. The cabin is officially finished, so I thought I'd take y'all on a quick tour. Y'all remember when I redid the little fire pit, so this is how it ended up looking. Love it very much. And then there's a little s'mores station right by it. And then y'all remember when I put in the little Zen reading area down here. It wasn't long after I put in that fern that a little bird decided to make a nest in that fern. So I had to leave that fern alone for the longest time till she finally raised her eggs and moved out. Y'all saw me make the little bathroom and redo that. So that is still like that. Nothing's changed. And then the grill and the cornhole game is set up right over there. And then remember all my struggles with the deck. Like, we wanted to be open by Memorial, but the weather wouldn't cooperate. So it rained like monsoons through most of May and June. And then it was scorching hot after that. So we had to slow way down. But we finally got everything finished. So the little money tree tucked in the corner. And I love this sign. It's so fitting. What happens at the cabin stays at the cabin. So my husband and I, although we're owners, we're also, when we're down here, we are staff. So we use the back door. So I'll take you in this way. And the air conditioner's on, so it's gonna be loud. But believe me, you don't wanna be in here with no air conditioning. It would be scorching, scorching hot today. So what you're seeing there is the little kitchen. Remember when I made that cedar plank and put the resin on top? This is how it ended up looking in the kitchen. We're very happy with it. We put in a little refrigerator, supply with some water for our guests, and then the cornhole supplies are here. Trash can. We give them 2 gallons of fresh drinking water. I love the mugs from Fantastic Caverns. That's one of my favorites. So they have actual real mugs to drink from. Tea kettle and coffee pot is all we supply in here. There's the grill outside if they want to grill. If not, we leave a notebook on the table telling them where they can get coffee, where they can go out and eat on the cheap for their family, where all the best deals are. So they've got that. So we offer, I love this coffee. It's Sasquatch. It's cute. And then I left a variety of tea. Don't have anything to stir the coffee with yet, but I'm working on that. So the little bistro, I thought, turned out so super cute. This was my husband's idea to add the bistro. I love the color. Remember, that matches that little turtle that sits outside. I like the curtains, how they're kind of break up the room. So you have 3 that are little swag curtains. And then the 2 by the bed are more like shorter drapes. So this is how the walls turned out. Remember when I made the macrame hanger? I would love to have that above this one and the other wall as well. And that'll be something I'll work on for next season. And this is the bed. It's a queen. It had to be that bedspread. I wouldn't settle for any other bedspread. And some of my friends who I chat with on here know how hard I searched for this at a reasonable price. Online was outrageously priced. And then finally we found it again at the place where we had been looking for it, and it was always sold out. And I finally got serious Sasquatch in the fishing boat. Hasn't he got a serious expression? I love him. And to swap it out occasionally, my husband did pick up 2 for a special price. And there's this one, and then there's one with a bunch of really cool mushrooms all over it, which is kind of woodsy too, so we love that. Then my friend gave me the comforters, the pillow slips, the lamps. She gave us the grill. She runs some Air BnBs on Lake of the Ozarks, and so she knows what it's like to try and get one started up. So she really pitched in and came through for us. I love the lamps. I like the dark wood. It really matches well. The cute little end tables, my husband spotted those, and we were at the big box store yesterday, and I came down here last night and put them together. He said it reminded him of a tree. And I said, you know what, you're right. It's kind of whimsical and fun. So we got 2 of those. I thought they turned out super cute. Keep a couple of books down here. I never did put in a library, but I just put down the Sacred Forest Bathing book, as well as this one that I love. I think it was on the bestsellers list. You Are Only Just Beginning. This is a really good book. It's just got so much, let me get away from the AC. It's got so much uplifting messages in it, and things about getting in touch with your feelings and how to go deep. Speaking of deep, we did put one game in here. Let's get deep. Questions for couples. We thought that would be fun for couples. Maybe eventually I'll put games down here for kids too, but kids will have other things to do starting next season, because we are opening the trail and the geocache, which they can go and find treasure boxes. And then of course they'll get to have the butterfly experience next year. So this is how it turned out. We're really happy with it. Oh, the photography on the walls, that's all pictures of here. So we love the sunrise through the trees in the winter. We thought that one would be really special. That's the first thing you'll probably notice, that in the bedspread when you walk in. And then there's a picture of our land in the winter. And this is in the woods during fog. That beautiful, majestic tree laying there. And then the pond gives that an interest, and the 2 trees growing around each other that I call the lovers. So there's that. Oh, and the little twinkle lights up above give it kind of a fun glow. Let me turn off the light. You can have the full effect. My neighbor was over the other day, and he said now that he wished he would have done this with his walls in his cabin, because he did paneling all the way around. And he said it felt kind of boxy and boxed in. And he said, you walk in here and these walls give it like a little bit of depth and breaks up the monotony of the paneling. And I really appreciated his kind comments. All my neighbors have been so supportive. They keep stopping by. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Yes, we're finally done. So this is it. This is my little motel room in the woods, I guess, my little campsite. And we did call it cabin number 1 because next season, we would really, really, really love to have a second cabin. We'll see how well that works out. Remember when I made the walking sticks, because they will get to use the trail next season. We leave a cooler on the porch as well as an ashtray for our smokers. And if I forgot to mention, one of the best things that we did was we created this little notebook. And this notebook has all the guidelines for staying here. Talks about pets and talks about, ticks and wildlife and how to deal with your trash and where the best places to go. Oh, I don't know, go get a shower, go get an amazing shave on the cheap, where you can go and get different meals, barbecue or Mexican food. And I give them options in this book of places that are super, super inexpensive with the best food. Stuff that only the locals normally know. Of course, also all their emergency information, their address here, my personal phone number, what to do if a snake comes into camp, all kinds of things. So also I listed several places that were within 10 miles where families can go and do things for free. Things that you would never think of that are around here that are just absolute gems to go and visit, and they're completely free. So we love that. And also we leave them the newspaper, the local newspaper, because there is always a parade or a rodeo or a pies festival. There's always something going on. Auctions are listed in here. And just a plethora of information. And so we want them to be able to glance through the newspaper and pick out what they want to do. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. This was my vision. This is what I envisioned when I first started this. And it just feels so strange to have it come to fruition at this point. I can't explain it. It's my vision, and I can actually touch it and feel it now. It's real. And I love that. I love that. Plus, it's super inexpensive, just off the highway. We hope this becomes the little gem in the woods for families that are visiting the area, or they want to meet up with family halfway. They are allowed to have guests of their own here, just no extra overnights. Dogs are allowed. We have a lead out in the yard for a dog, and they're considered our guests too. So anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments what you think. We couldn't be happier with it. We are so thrilled with the way it came out. And let me know what you think of Sasquatch. Isn't he serious? He is seriously, he's even got his sunshades on. He is seriously going to get him some fish. If I get to do a second cabin, it's going to be all about the fishing in this area, because that's what everybody's so crazy about. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Much, much love and light. Many blessings.